Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Tuesday, August 17th, and I have a 4-game slate for you guys. 1 game will be for La Liga, and then 3 games will be for the UEFA Champions League qualifying. Now, before we do all this talk, predictions and stuff like that, I want to get something off my chest. I did say in the beginning of my video that I was going to try to get every single game that I can from La Liga and from the English Premier League. Now, I don't do this full time, so I can't guarantee that I'm going to do every single video, but I'm going to try here. You know what I mean? Like, I got a full-time job and I got 2 kids that I got to take care of. So, but I'm going to try. I'm trying because I enjoy making these video guys for you. You know what I mean? Like, I really enjoy making this video for you guys. And, you know, I bet on the side too as well. So like, I make money off of this too, but I can't do this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, at least not right now, but regardless of the situation, I'm going to try my best to get every single game. And if I don't, I do apologize for any inconvenience. With that being said, we got to talk about it, baby. We got to talk about it. Friday's bets were 100%. Let's go. 100% on my bets. Yes, sir. I said Liverpool was going to win, and they ended up winning. I said Villarreal was going to win. They ended up winning. For Girona versus Rayo Vallecano, I said Rayo Vallecano was going to score at least a goal. Their team total was at 0.5, and they won. I don't remember what was the score, but I think it was like 3-1 maybe. But yeah, it was easy money here. Now, I did not put that 0.5. I didn't put it on my bet. I don't know why I didn't do it. I did say I was going to do it, and I don't know. I guess I was just in a hurry, so I didn't put it. But regardless, 100% on that. So, and then now for Saturday's bets, I ended up getting 2 right and 2 wrong. Let's see. Oh yeah. Aston Villa, I put them to win straight up. They did not win. That game was a tie. It was a boring game, but I'm happy because my Newcastle did not lose. So, you know what I mean? I was expecting for them to lose. I didn't want them to lose. That's my team, but yeah, we didn't get a win, but we didn't get an L. So yes, sir. And then I said Brighton and Fulham were going to go over 2.5. It was another tie, 1-1. It did not go over by that point, basically, right? That 0.5 screwed me up. So I got those 2 wrong, but then I ended up hitting Tottenham and my Barca. Of course, I said Barca was going to do over 2.5. They ended up scoring 3. We are at the top of the table. Yes, sir. 2 for 2, 50%. Correct. I'll take that. Why not? I'll take that. You know what I mean? It's not a full L. So, I'll take that 50%. All right. Now let's get on with the predictions for Tuesday, August 19. First, we have Real Madrid versus Osasuna. I do not know how to feel about Real Madrid just because they did not look pretty good finishing off the league. So, but Osasuna, man, that's a team that is not consistent, right? 1 minute they're good, the next minute they're terrible. You just don't know where to go from that. The total sitting at 3 as far as points, and the team total points is sitting at 2.5 for Real Madrid. Osasuna sitting at 0.5. Now, one thing I can say is Real Madrid have a lot of injuries. Let's see. Rudiger will not be playing. Bellingham will not be playing. He has like a shoulder injury or something like that. Endrick will not be playing. He has a hamstring. Camavinga will not be playing. He has ankle problem. Mendy will not be playing due to some muscle injury or something like that. So you got key players that will not be playing. So as far as total points over 3, I don't see that happening. I feel like it might be at 3, but I don't think it will go over 3. Osasuna only one injured player. The line is at negative 455 for Real Madrid. Osasuna at plus 1,125. Now that is crazy right there. I feel like this could be a tie game. Their most recent game between both of these two teams was a tie. This was back in February, so I feel like it could be a tie. Now, Real Madrid still has a bunch of good players, and they can still end up winning. I would not doubt that at all. But as far as it going over 3, I don't think it will go over 3. I think maybe it would be like a 2-0, 3-0, maybe 2-1. So, yeah, as far as Osasuna scoring, they could score. But I don't know if I'm willing to take the chance on that. Their 5 most recent games from Osasuna, they were able to score, though. I can say that they were able to score. So, yeah, it could happen. It could happen. Like I said, I don't know if I have the cojones to pull the trigger on that. But that's something to think about. As far as Real Madrid allowing their opponents to score, they've allowed their opponents to score 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. But, yeah, I feel like Real Madrid maybe could win this one. But I think the best, a safe bet here would probably be total points under 3. All right, on to the next game. This is for the UEFA Champions League qualifying. We have Ferencvaros versus FK Karabag. Ferencvaros are at home. They got that advantage. I feel like they could win this one. As far as injuries, there's not that many injuries. There's no injuries right now for both of these two teams. I think there's a couple questionable for Karabag. Now, Karabag, their 4 most recent games, they got nothing but dubs. They got 1 L, but this was back in July 15th. It was a club friendly. For the qualifying, they have not taken an L. Ferencvaros, they got 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 L. So, I don't know. I just feel like they're at home. They could win this one, but I'm not surprised if Karabag comes out of nowhere and ends up winning. I think the most recent game between both of these two teams, Karabag did end up winning 3-1. This was like 3 years ago. So, yeah, as far as this game, I'm going to have to say, I think the best bet for this game will probably be total points over 2.5. It is at 2.5 right now as far as total points, but they don't have anything for team total for none of these games as of right now for some reason. The money line is at negative 111 for Ferencvaros, and they are favorite. They are at home. Like I said, they got that advantage. The money line for Karabag is at plus 280. That's what makes me think maybe they won't win, but I don't know. Like I said, they've been pretty good. So I would not be surprised if this ends. And then this is the first leg. 2 first legs, 80% of the time it's a tie. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna bet this one. To be honest with you, I don't know. If I do bet this one, I think to me the safest bet is over 2.5. Only because at home, Ferencvaros at home, it seems like they can put away some goals, right? The most recent was 3-0. Then the game before that at home was 4-3. So they can put in some goals at home, apparently. And then Karabag, their 5 most recent games, they were able to score every single game. So whether they're at home or not. So yeah, I feel like this can go over 2.5. All right, on to the next game. We have Rangers versus Club Brugge. I cannot bet on Rangers. Every time that I bet on them, at least recently, like the 5 most recent bets I had done for Rangers, I ended up losing. So I don't think I'm betting them for now. And then their 5 most recent games, they only got 2 wins. They got 2 draws and 1 L. Club Brugge, on the other hand, I've bet on them a couple times for, what was it, the UEFA Champions League last season, and I ended up winning. So, yeah, right there. And they're favorite. They're not at home, but they are favorite. Now, they're a favorite, but both of these 2 teams are at plus money, so you can get some good money off of this right now. I think Club Brugge is at plus 135 and Rangers are at plus 160. So 4 most recent games for Club Brugge, nothing but dubs. I feel like they can do this. I feel like they can win this one. Will I bet this one? Probably not. And if I did, I would probably go over this 2.5 just because it seems like when Rangers plays at home, it goes over this 2.5. As far as Club Brugge on the road, it's only gone over once, but at home it has gone over once. So yeah, this is a tough one. First leg, I would not be surprised if this ends up as a 2-2 or maybe a 1-1. I don't know, but I feel like it could go over 2.5. And as far as a win, if I had to bet, I would bet Club Brugge. I feel like they can come out of nowhere and put some dent into this game. As far as injuries, there's no injuries really. There's 2 questionable for Rangers and 1 questionable for Club Brugge. So this is gonna be an old-fashioned good game going on here. Okay, on to the next game. We have Red Star versus Bafos. Red Star are at home and they are favored. They have not taken an L in their 5 most recent games. Bafos, on the other hand, they got 3 wins, 1 L, and 1 draw. On the road, it seems like they were able to win, but only by 1. Let's see, Red Star at home. Yeah, I mean, whether they're at home or not, it seems like they can put away some goals. So now the most recent game was a draw between Red Star and Lens Bonsan, and that was on August 12th. That was not that long ago, but I didn't see the game. I think they tied, and then they went to penalties. I believe Red Star ended up winning. Yeah, I feel like Red Star could win this one. They're at home. They got that advantage. They are favorite. The money line is at negative 161 for Red Star, and Bafos are at plus 370. Total sitting at 2.5, and it might move to 3. If it does end up moving to 3, I'm going to do under. But if it stays at 2.5, I don't think I'll be touching the total points. I'm going to have to say, if I was to bet this one, I would pick Red Star to win this one. I feel like they can win this one. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right picks. I hope you guys end up winning. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.